Imagine becoming a millionaire without working 80-hour weeks, without a fancy degree, or even without a six-figure salary. Sounds impossible, right? What if I told you an average couple, a regular Joe and Jane, retired at 55 with over $1 million in the bank, all while earning modest paychecks? Welcome to the Automatic Millionaire, First Steps in Investing, where I'm going to show you how to build wealth on autopilot, even if you're starting from scratch. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have a dead simple plan to make your money work harder than you ever will. Here's the problem. Most people think becoming a millionaire is about hitting the lottery, landing a CEO job, or grinding through endless budgets that feel like a prison sentence. But what if the real barrier isn't your income, it's your habits? Why do so many people, even those earning decent money, end up broke, while others with average jobs retire rich? The answer lies in a secret system that anyone can use, no matter their background. And no, it's not about crypto scams or schemes. It's a proven method that's been hiding in plain sight. Let's start with a story that'll blow your mind. Picture Jim and Sue, a couple from small-town America. He's a middle manager, she's a hairdresser. No trust funds, no fancy investments, just regular paychecks. Yet, by their mid-50s they owned 2 homes, sent their kids to college, and had $1 million in savings. How they didn't obsess over budgets or penny pinch every coffee. They used a system called the Automatic Millionaire, created by financial guru David Bach, and here's the kicker. Their secret wasn't about earning more. It was about making their money grow without even thinking about it. So what's the first piece of this puzzle? It's a concept called pay yourself first. Most people get their paycheck, pay their bills, buy groceries, maybe splurge on takeout. And then if there's anything left, think about saving. Spoiler alert, there's never anything left. The average American saves less than 5% of their income, while millionaires flip that script. They save first automatically, before a single dollar goes to bills or Netflix subscriptions. Imagine your paycheck hits your account, and before you can even touch it, 10% vanishes into an investment account. You don't miss it, because you never see it. That's the magic of automation. But here's where it gets wild. Let's say you're 25, earning $40,000 a year. If you save just 10%, that's $4,000 annually and invest it at an average 8% return. You could have over $1.2 million by the time you're 65. That's not a typo. $1.2 million from a modest salary, all because of something called compound interest. Think of it like a snowball, rolling down a hill. It starts small, but as it picks up more snow, it grows massive. Your money earns interest, then that interest earns more interest, and suddenly, your wealth is exploding while you're binge-watching your favorite show. Now, you might be thinking, that sounds great, but where do I even start? Here's the first surprise. You don't need to be a Wall Street genius to make this work. The Automatic Millionaire system is built for beginners. Step 1 is setting up automatic transfers. Open a retirement account, like a 401k if you're in the US, or an IRA if you don't have a workplace plan. Tell your bank to siphon off 10% of every paycheck before it hits your checking account. It's like setting up a subscription, but instead of streaming movies, you're streaming wealth. And here's the crazy part. Studies show that people who automate their savings are 70% more likely to stick with it than those who try to save manually. But wait, there's a catch, or is there? What if you're living paycheck to paycheck, barely covering rent? This is where the second surprise comes in, the Latte Factor. David Bach coined this term to show how small everyday expenses like a $5 coffee or a $10 lunch add up to thousands over time. Picture this. You grab a latte every workday. That's $25 a week, $1,300 a year. Invest that $1,300 annually, at 8%, and in 30 years, it's worth over $150,000. Yes, your daily coffee could cost you a house. The fix: cut 1 or 2 small expenses and redirect that money to your automatic investments. It's not about deprivation, it's about swapping mindless spending for mindless wealth. Building. Now, let's talk about a mistake that traps most people. They think they need to feel rich to start investing. Wrong. The third surprise is that you can start with as little as $50 a month. Platforms like Vanguard or Fidelity let you invest in low-cost index funds with tiny amounts. These funds track the stock market, which historically grows about 7 to 8% per year after inflation. Imagine planting a seed today that grows into a money tree by the time you retire. That's what Jim and Sue did. They started small, automated it, and let time do the heavy lifting. But here's a question that might be nagging you. What if life throws a curveball? A car breaks down, medical bills pile up. How do you invest when emergencies keep popping up? This brings us to a critical step, the emergency fund. Before you go all in on investments, set up a separate savings account with 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Automate small transfers to this account, to maybe $20 a week. Picture it as your financial airbag. If your car dies, you're not dipping into your investments or racking up credit card debt. The average American faces an unexpected $1,000 expense every year, so having this cushion is non-negotiable. Let's dive deeper into where to put your money. If you're in the US, a 401k is your best friend. Why? Because your employer might match your contributions free money. Imagine your boss handing you a $1,000 bonus just for saving. $1,000. That's what a 401k match can do. If you don't have a 401k, an IRA works just as well. Choose low-cost index funds or ETFs. Think S&P 500 funds, which spread your money across the top 500 US companies. Historically, the S&P 500 has delivered returns that outpace inflation, turning small investments into big wins over decades. Now, here's a twist that'll shock you. Debt is the silent millionaire killer. The average American has $6,000 in credit card debt, with interest rates as high as 20%. That's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it. The Automatic Millionaire system says to automate debt payments. 2. Set up automatic transfers to pay off high-interest debt first, like credit cards. Once those are gone, redirect that money to your investments. Imagine paying off a $5,000 credit card balance at 18% interest. That's $900 a year in interest-saved money. You can now invest to grow your wealth. But what if you're not in the US? Can this system work in other countries? Absolutely. The principles are universal. Automate savings, invest in low-cost funds, and avoid bad debt. In countries like Brazil, for example, you might use a private pension plan or invest in government bonds like Tesouro Direto, which are safe and begin. The key is to research local options and set up automatic contributions. No matter where you live, the goal is to make your money work without you micromanaging it. Let's paint a picture. Imagine you're 30 years old, making $50,000 a year. You automate 10% of your income, $5,000 annually, into an index fund. You cut out one $10 lunch per week, adding another $520 a year to your investments. You pay off a $3,000 credit card and redirect those payments to your savings. By age 65, with an 8% average return, you could have over $1.5 million. That's not a fantasy, that's math. And it all happens while you're living your life, not obsessing over spreadsheets. Now, here's a mind-blowing stat. 80% of millionaires in the US are first-generation, meaning they didn't inherit their wealth. They built it, often using systems like this. The Automatic Millionaire isn't about being born rich, it's about making smart, automatic choices. But there's a hidden trap: procrastination. Every year you wait to start investing cuts your wealth by tens of thousands. If you start at 25 instead of 35, you could have double the money by retirement. Time is your biggest asset. Don't waste it. Let's address one last doubt. Is this too good to be true? No, but it's not instant. The Automatic Millionaire system requires patience. You won't wake up rich tomorrow, but you'll wake up richer every year. The beauty is in its simplicity: no complex stock picking, no day trading stress. Just set it, forget it, and let your money grow. David Bach's system has helped millions, and it's backed by decades of financial data showing that consistent, automated investing beats trying to time the market. So what's the next step? Open a retirement account today. It takes 10 minutes online. Set up an automatic transfer. Even $25 a month is a start. Cut one small expense, like that extra streaming service, and redirect it to your investments. Check if your employer offers a matching program, and most importantly, start now. The sooner you begin, the bigger your snowball grows. If you're feeling overwhelmed, you don't need to be a math whiz or a finance bro. The Automatic Millionaire is about making wealth building as easy as brushing your teeth. Automate it, stick with it, and watch your future self. Thank you. Want to dive deeper? Check out David Bach's book, The Automatic Millionaire, for a step-by-step guide tailored to beginners. And if you're outside the US, research local investment options that fit these principles. This is your chance to take control of your financial future. If you found this video eye-opening, smash that like button. It helps us reach more people who need this advice. And if you want more tips on building wealth without the stress, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a video. Let's make your first steps toward $1 million.